Hey y'all, it's been a month since the last one. I am sorry about that. We've just had a bunch going on. By the way, if you watched episode 17, you got to see me sing a little song to DD2, which happened to earn me a nastygram from them. I got a letter from them saying that I should not take the microphone from the stand. I should not go in front of the podium. And I should not do any vulgar expressions. By the way, again, this, as a vulgar expression, is stretching it. I'll tell you, quite honestly, the DD2 leadership has given me this so many fucking times. And just because they haven't said it doesn't mean that they're not doing it. So they can all go to hell for all I care. They are terrible people. They just want to celebrate their accolades. They will not pay attention to anything that does not fit their narrative. And as of not quite an hour ago, after we left the meeting, I'd spent a couple hours drafting up individual emails to each of the school board members so that they would get an email after the board meeting. Now, I'll go ahead and play the board meeting tonight for you as well. And the thing is, what I did is I took that letter and I let them know that they earned that. That was not my own behavior. That is what they have garnered from me based off of their treatment, their subhuman treatment of our family in the wake of our tragic loss, which they will not acknowledge. So, yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at that, and let's see where we are right now. All right, I'm going to have to be careful not to get too loud here because I've been fighting with Descript as a program, and apparently if I start getting loud into this microphone, everything just squelches out, and Descript is terrible for that. I have been back and forth with their customer service. They're terrible as well. But unfortunately, this seems to be the best one out of about a half dozen that I've tried. And so what I really need to do is if I want to do anything that is exceptionally loud, that I do it in a different program. Descript is terrible. Real-time recording in Descript takes out the highs and it takes out the lows. And so you can't do any highs and lows on Descript. And I've been back and forth to their customer service and they're terrible. Anyway, here is what happened with the board meeting. Ready? Here we go.
Mr. Jason Brockert.
So the other day, I received a letter from DD2. It's strange that you'll send me certified mail, but don't respond to my emails or ever address our family situation publicly. We're now into meetings for the 25-26 school year. So I'll remind you that you sat on your hands and stayed silent for the entirety of the 24-25 school year with respect to what happened to our son. I would like to address my behavior at the previous DD2 meeting. You see, it's been over a year since we lost our son, and DD2 hasn't genuinely attempted to work with us to change things for the better. During the meeting that we had on the 16th of May, I really thought you all would do something a little bit different. I thought that you would discuss holding a vigil for our youth that we're losing to suicide, for our youth who we are constantly just telling to cope instead of providing accountability.
Nope,
However,
they don't
during
care.
the board meeting on the 19th, not a single word was mentioned, or until today, still nothing. That brings us to the June 23rd meeting. I proceeded to take the microphone from the stand and sing a profound song. I don't think you heard or appreciated that either. So I received a letter about my behavior. To be clear, if I break anything, I'll pay for it. That's never an issue. If anything happened to the microphone, that would have been on me. But how quick you are to forget how much my family has helped this district over the years. Those of you sitting up here, this behavior is behavior that DD2 has earned from me, deserved. I've been speaking at this podium for nearly 5 years, all of which is on video. Go back and look at it. Call me on that if I'm lying. I have consistently spoken about respect, though rarely been shown in return. The night of the insurrection, where 4 of the board members were present, maybe you remember, May 10th, 2021, and I was not the first person that was supposed to speak that night, but the district called me to speak first to set the tone for respect, which I did, and then still had to stand in front of teachers that were being attacked by parents. I have done that. I've been in that role. I've been here for the district for years. So review every single time I've been to this podium. Then watch it again, starting in November 11th of 2024, when I came back after we lost our son, asked you to just remove that 3-minute timer so I could speak to you like human beings. This board has operated under a flag of hypocrisy, and it's about time you start showing respect to a grieving family who has done nothing but fight for this district for years. Only after you snubbed us, after the loss of our son, have I turned up the volume on you. So yes, I sang a song. I broke your rules of decorum because your systemic failure to address bullying is a far greater disruption to children's safety than anything I could ever say here at this podium. You can continue to send letters policing my grief, or you can start addressing the chronic negligence that is costing children their lives. The choice is yours. My entire story with all the documentation is available for anyone to read at honoringjulian.com. I invite you to prove me wrong. Show me where a trash can is. So I'm not...
Thank you, Mr. Brockert.
So that was it. They ended with, thank you, and moving on. We don't care. We don't give a shit. It's just going to be status quo. That's all we care about. We just want our paychecks and to go home and to feel good about ourselves. You know what? DD2, go fuck yourselves.